Hey everybody, Sarah here. So it's is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday, the 27th. Um I don't normally record my videos until like Thursday or Friday or something like that. But um yeah. Hang on, did I no, I'm just trying to think if I right. The quick thing I gotta say at the beginning of this video is about the Masked Singer that I normally watch. I think when I uploaded the video on the weekend. It was before I recorded it before that, and I think I uploaded it before that as well. So I didn't mention who was unmasked. It was Daisy, or it was the flower anyway. I think it was Daisy, and the person was Khalees, the one that sang Milkshake. Um, yeah, so that's that out of the way. Right. Um, Now let's get on. I'm sorry. Every time I just think this, I like smile hits my face. All right, let's go down to Doctor Who. Um, right. All right. I've been watching reaction videos of this episode, and before like they start watching, I've heard people saying about when they on social media, um, there was mention of something there was something big happening in this episode, and I mean, I thought I'm on Twitter and Instagram and whatever, but for some reason I haven't been like looking at the Doctor Who things on it. I follow it and everything. For some reason I haven't been looking at it. Kind of glad I didn't, because I would have been like, okay, what's this big news? I don't know. Um, yeah, so I was um watching that. It was like the Judoon, so I thought, well, that takes it back to David Tennant's era. Um, and then when she kept saying, was it Judoon? No, hang on, what was it, Judoon? Uh, whatever. Oh, whatever. But it sounded like the thing David said in that Ten said in Smith and Jones. Um, yeah. Then there was something that happened, but I'll get to that in a minute. Um, all right, spoilers, by the way, because obviously, well, don't watch any further than this, because I mean, the Judoon is not really a spoiler because it's in the title. Um, yeah, but if you don't want to know anything else, don't watch any further because you have to go and watch it. All right, so now I've said the spoilers, I'm gonna get on with the spoilers. Okay, so this woman in it turns out to be the Doctor. Well, she says she's the Doctor. There's like, all right, she smashed the glass or whatever, and then of the what's the time vortex? But like when what's his name, Professor Yana. I've been watching too much Holby City. I need to Professor Kana. Um, Professor Yana, when he opened the fob watch and like the black energy um goes into him. Well, the same thing happened when this. I can't think of her name now. What is her name? I've been watching the blooming reaction things and they said the name so many times and I can't think what her name is. Whatever her name is. Yeah, she smashed this thing and the energy was going into her. Outside, the doctor, as in Jodie's doctor, was like digging up something because there was a unmarked gravestone. And I was like, why is that unmarked? And she was kind of like that as well. And then she was digging up and then she stopped. And I thought, why she stopped? And I was like, hang on, there's a TARDIS under there. And then this woman comes out and she's like, hi, I'm the doctor. And I'm like, no, no, you're not. She's the doctor. Jodie doesn't remember her. Oh, not Jodie. Jodie's doctor doesn't remember her. And this doctor doesn't remember Jodie's doctor. Which throws me because one of them's going to remember them. So, I don't know. Um, Something's going to be happening later on in the series, obviously, because Yeah. Um, and now we get to yeah, the bit I'm like all squealing about. And normally when I say squealing, I normally mean because of David Tennant, but yeah. Right. They landed the TARDIS, like the Doctor and Yaz and Ryan and um Graham, landed the TARDIS in a cafe somewhere. It must be in a cafe because he said put it in my kitchen. So yeah, and then as Yaz and Ryan and the Doctor ran out the cafe, um, Graham like held back a bit, and he was like, "Oh, look at these" or whatever, and he was on about a cake, and then he just like disappeared, and I was like, "Hang on, what the hell's happened to him? What's going on with Graham?" I thought like the Jadoon took him, or the Jadoon took him without actually being there. But yeah, that's what I thought anyway. But what is going on? And then next time you see him, he's like on this ship, like on the floor, like flat on the floor, alive, obviously. And then the camera pans up, and there's the it's like a console. It did look like a TARDIS console. And I was like, well, it can't be the Master again. I mean, it could have been, I suppose, but I was thinking, it can't be the Master again. And from the outside, when you see it after, it doesn't look like a TARDIS. But then I suppose if TARDIS's uh, thing works, it can look like anything. So yeah. Anyway, he's like wondering where he is, and then this voice came over that thing, and I mean, when I rewatched his reaction videos, there were some people that like didn't catch on to the voice at all or recognize it until a bit later on. Um, but then when I heard this voice, as soon as I heard the, I mean, I've heard the voice so many times. I've seen this person in concert. I've seen this person on TV shows, as in like, I'm not going to say the name of them just yet, but like dramas they're in, hosting things, judging things. That kind of gives it away, doesn't it? Yeah. So I was like, I know that voice. I know that voice anyway. And then he said, it was the looking good bit. I was like, oh my god, that is him, isn't it? And then Graham's like, who are you and where are you and whatever. And he's like, he said something. This voice. That's not a clue, by the way. When I said judging things, he's not on the voice. Yeah, this voice was. He said, neutralizing. I think he was said, and he said, "I'll be right there," or something like that. Um, and then he was like, "You can get excited now," and I was just like, "That is so this person." Just hearing him say that is so this person. Um, yeah. So as soon as he said, I mean, from the start of this person talking, I like knew who it was, and I was like, "Come on, don't you just be the voice? Don't you just be the voice?" And who bloody appears? Only bloody Captain Jack. I mean, when was the last time we see in Doctor Who? The last time we seen him was David Tennant's last episode. That was pretty much 10 years ago. That was New Year's Day 2010 that we saw John Barrowman last in Doctor Who. Tiny bit, and then now we see him like literally just a little over 10 years later. Um, yeah, and I like I be when he's watching these reactions. I guess people are not focusing on the bit just after that because they're like Captain Jack's bad. Um, yeah, so um, yeah, and then he thinks Graham is the Doctor. Then he no, hang on, he thinks he's the Doctor and kisses him, and he's going on about like the grey. But then I was like, you should have seen the Doctor before, Jodie. She had grey. He had grey hair completely, not just there. Um, yeah, and then he was like, he said, "Good to see you, Doc," and he's like, like I'm not the Doctor. And then he thought Yaz was the Doctor, And then he like was like, I thought he was gonna actually say 13, and he didn't. And oh my god, yeah. Do you want to know like just how much John Barrow's I am? Hang on, I need to find it. I can't even find those thing now. I know I've got plenty of them. Oh, what is one? Okay, I've got a whole lot of mugs when I go to concerts. Like I got plenty of Boyzone ones, plenty of actually I've got one Mamma Mia one. I've got a Barry Gibb one. I've got Much Ado About Nothing one, which is like tall, and a few other ones. And it's like every time I go to a Boyzone one, I get one. Every time I go to I say that, but there's not going to be any more Boyzone ones now. Um, and every time I go to this person's one, I got a few. This is the first one I got to. That's how much of a fan I am. Actually, it's going to be back to front, isn't it? Oh, can I flip this? Hang on. I can't flip this, can I? I don't want to click it just in case. No, I'm not going to try. Just in case I lose all this. Yeah, you can see that says John Barrow. Man. Yeah, so I don't think it's going to turn up in next week's episode, but I mean, next week's a 6 episode out of 10. So if it's not in next week's episode, there's still 7, 8, 9, or 10. If anything, he's going to turn up in 10. I just realised how that sounds. Yeah. Yeah, so that's all for this video. I know I was like kind of all excited over John Barrow, but Captain Jack is back. You didn't see Stephen Moffat do that. Stephen Moffat brought him into the story in season 1, and he didn't even bring him back. So thank you, Chris Chibnall, for bringing him back. As long as you don't, well, you can't kill him off really, can you? Because he's Jack. Yeah. So I will see you in my next video. Yeah. So see you then. Bye bye.